Collision history in the making. Eala Nadiia Kichenok crushed doubles round of 16 to reach Guangzhou Open quarterfinals. Tennis fire. The sun had barely climbed over the skyline of Guangzhou when the echoes of excitement began to stir across the courts. The energy was electric, the crowd restless with anticipation, and the stakes, nothing short of monumental. At the heart of it all stood the unshakable young Filipina, Eala, alongside her seasoned Ukrainian partner Nadiia Kichenok, ready to write another golden page in tennis history. This wasn't just another doubles match. It was a collision of generations, cultures, and aspirations. For Eala, this tournament was about momentum, proof that her journey from junior champion to global contender was no fluke. For Kichenok, it was about legacy, showing that experience, poise, and precision still matter in a sport increasingly ruled by youth and firepower. And together, the duo delivered a performance so fierce, so seamless, it sent shockwaves to the Guangzhou Open and beyond. A dynamic duo forged in fire. When Eala first teamed up with Nadiia Kichenok, critics called it an unlikely partnership. One was 19, fiery, fast, and still carving out her path in the professional circuit. The other was a veteran of countless battles, with over a decade of WTA experience, and a resume that included matches against the likes of Serena Williams and Victoria Azarenka. But what began as a pragmatic pairing for the tournament quickly evolved into something much more, a symphony of youth and wisdom, instinct and strategy. From the first round, they had played with an unspoken understanding, a chemistry that made them unpredictable yet perfectly synchronized. Kichenok's serve and volley precision blended effortlessly with Eala's aggressive baseline power. Together, they became a hybrid machine, part lightning, part steel. And today, on Court 2 of the Guangzhou International Tennis Center, that combination was lethal. The round of 16, a masterclass in momentum. Their opponents, a formidable duo from Eastern Europe, entered the match as favorites. They had the higher combined ranking, the bigger serves, and a reputation for breaking partnerships apart. But Eala and Kichenok weren't here for reputations. They were here for results. From the very first serve, the tone was set. Eala's opening forehand return screamed across the net, clipping the baseline and drawing gasps from the crowd. It wasn't just a winner, it was a message. She was here to dominate, not just participate. The first set unfolded like a highlight reel. Kichenok's touch at the net was exquisite, her volleys carving impossible angles that left their opponents flailing. Meanwhile, Eala danced along the baseline with a mix of grace and fury, unleashing two-handed backhands that exploded like thunderclaps. Every time the crowd roared, she smiled a quiet, knowing grin that said, "You haven't seen anything yet." By the end of the first set, they had taken it 6-3. The duo walked to their chairs, fists bumping, eyes locked, not in celebration but in focus. Second set, the test of fire. But the round of 16 is never without drama. Their opponents regrouped, shifting strategies, targeting Eala with deep, looping shots to her weaker side, forcing errors and stretching the rallies. For a brief moment, the rhythm faltered. Eala found herself under siege, her every shot being hunted down. The Filipino flag patch on her outfit glistened with sweat, but her spirit refused to crack. That's when Kichenok stepped up. With veteran composure, she placed a reassuring hand on Eala's shoulder. "We stay aggressive," she whispered. "We don't play safe, we play our game." And just like that, the tide turned. Eala unleashed a forehand winner down the line that kissed the chalk. The crowd erupted. Then came a blistering return off a 180 kilometers per hour serve that turned defense into dominance. With every point, the duo's confidence swelled. Kichenok's net play became poetry in motion, intercepting volleys with hawk-like reflexes, while Eala's ground strokes began a hum of precision and purpose. The scoreboard ticked 5-4. One break point, one moment to seal it. Eala stepped up to serve, her eyes fierce under the blazing Guangzhou sun. A deep inhale, a powerful toss, and boom! An ace straight down the tee. The crowd rose to their feet, clapping and shouting as the final score lit up. 6-3, 6-4. They had done it. They were through to the quarterfinals. An emotional triumph. As the pair walked off the court, Eala wrapped her arm around Kichenok's shoulder. Cameras flashed. Reporters swarmed. But for a moment, it was just the two of them, smiling, proud, and exhausted. This is what hard work looks like, Eala said later in her post-match interview. Every match is a new story. We're not done writing ours yet. Her humility contrasted beautifully with her fierce competitiveness. While many saw this victory as a breakout performance, Eala treated it as a step, a vital one, yes, but just part of the larger climb, a rising star with a nation behind her. For the Philippines, Alex Eala's progress was more than a sports headline. It was a national moment. Social media platforms exploded with hashtags like hashtag Proud Pinoy, hashtag Eala Rising, and hashtag Guangzhou Glory. From Manila to Cebu to Davao, fans stayed up late, watching streams and posting messages of support. Her parents, both former athletes, shared a simple post. Every point, every set, every match, she carries a flag with pride. Mabuhay Pilipinas, Philippines. Eala has long spoken about how she carries her country's hopes with her on tour. And as she continues her climb through the WTA ranks, this partnership with Kichenok has opened new doors. It's not just about winning titles. It's about learning, growing, beyond the court, a symbol of hope and grit. This victory resonates beyond tennis. It's about what happens when discipline meets dream, when a young woman from Manila dares to challenge the world stage. Eala represents a new generation of athletes, fearless, articulate, socially conscious, and relentlessly driven. She speaks openly about the sacrifices behind the success, the homesickness, the training grind, the loneliness of life on tour. But she also speaks about purpose. Every time I play, she says, I think of the little girls back home who pick up a racket for the first time. I want them to see what's possible. That's what makes this win historic. Not just the scoreline, but the symbolism. Because somewhere in the Philippines right now, a young girl is watching Alex Eala play, dreaming of the day she too will stand on an international court, flag in hand, ready to serve her way into history. Final rally, the making of a legend. As the stadium lights dimmed and the crowd dispersed, Eala stayed behind for a few quiet moments. She looked up at the empty seat, smiled, and whispered a small thank you to her team, her partner, and perhaps to the game itself. The journey is far from over. But one thing is certain. History is not waiting for Alex Eala and Nadiia Kichenok. They're creating it, one swing, 1.1 victory at a time. Their next match in the Guangzhou Open promises to be a battle of wills. But if today was any sign, the world might just be witnessing the birth of a doubles powerhouse. For now, the headline rings true. Collision history in the making, collision. Because for Alex Eala and Nadiia Kichenok, this isn't just a tournament. It's a statement. It's a movement. And it's only the beginning. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.